Hey guys, it's Gray State, welcoming you to the very first episode of the GTA Cast, where we will bring you GTA news, rumors, and more, as well as talk to other members of the GTA Cast team. Today's episode is brought to you by Sam Crow Crew, which is a crew you can find on Social Club, on Facebook at facebook.com/SOA Sam Crow Crew, or on YouTube at youtube.com/Sam Crow Crew. Today on the podcast, I am joined by Haircut and the Alpha Dog. Haircut's Instagram is Revolver Haircut, and Alpha Dog is old, so I don't think he has anything like that.
Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Instagram, right? Whatever. No Instagram.
So I figured we'd start off on a couple headlines, and one of the new ones that I had seen today was GTA 5 pulled from Target Australia for depictions of violence against women. The department store Target Australia will no longer sell Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 5. The retailer announced Wednesday the move comes in response to community pressure in the form of a Change.org petition that condemned the video game's depictions of violence against women. The petition, which had collected over 42,000 signatures, was created by 3 women who are survivors of sexual violence, and they commented, "We have firsthand experience of this kind of sexual violence. To see this violence that we've lived through turned into a form of entertainment is sickening and causes us great pain and harm. This game spreads the idea that certain women exist as scapegoats for male violence. It shows hatred and contempt for women in the sex industry and puts them at greater risk. Games like this are grooming yet another generation of boys to tolerate violence against women." So, Alpha Dog, since you're the only one with kids, do you think that them playing GTA is going to make them violent towards women?
Absolutely not. It's all about how you raise your children, what they grow up seeing. Them playing video games, seeing violence on a video game is not going to make them violent unless they have experienced violence in the home or have firsthand, witness of violence or, sexual conduct or whatever. So no, I don't believe that a video game or my son's playing this video game is going to make them inherently violent as a result of this.
Well, one thing I don't understand is the game's been out for like a year now, right? So what they had said is the sickening game encourages players to kill prostitutes, and they called on Target to stop selling it. Games like this are grooming yet another generation of boys, the whole violence thing, but you've been able to kill prostitutes since the beginning of the game.
Exactly. Now, okay, what I don't get, you can kill anybody. I mean, it's not just violence against women, it's violence against anyone in the game. So I really don't see their beef with that, because the same thing you can do to a prostitute, you can do to another guy walking down the street. So I really don't see what their gripe is with that.
Well, I guess the people who made the petition are former sex workers, so escorts or whatever, but I don't even think they're the type of people that are ever going to play the game in the first place.
That,
right?
I still don't get that, because okay, you got prostitutes walking around the game, true enough, but the violence against them is the same violence against any other person in the game, any other character in the game. So I don't see how it encourages you to commit violence against them. I mean, I walk past them all the time. I drive past them all the time when I'm playing. I don't, get out and want to beat them up, beat them down, shoot them or whatever. So their whole argument, it just doesn't hold water for me. It just doesn't.
Well, there's also the, now that the first person has come out, where you can go get the prostitute and they'll do shit to you in first person, right? So that's become a big thing where, like, now you can see them do shit. But, I mean, you've been able to get a prostitute and do that since, for a year now? So
it's since at least GTA 3. So, yeah. I mean, you had the whole vocal, yeah, baby, oh, you had all of that going way back to GTA 3. That was like 2001. So, come on, man. Come on. Is it just because domestic violence is in the forefront thanks to Ray Rice? I mean, is that what this is all about, basically?
Well, he's allowed to play football again. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter that much.
Really? Come on, seriously. It's sad to say, but I mean, that's the world we live in, bro.
Well, the thing is, too, is that Target gets rid of this game, right? The people that are offended by that kind of stuff, they're not even going to buy the game anyways. They're not the type of person that's going to be there to buy it. So, I mean, if stores are just getting rid of it for those people, it seems kind of silly to me because they're not paying for it anyways.
Exactly. I mean, it's basically they're not really doing anything. I mean, it's counterproductive, I guess you could say, because like you said, the people that they're taking it down for aren't the ones that would buy the game anyway. So what are they really doing?
Well, another thing we got going on is now that it's December, talking about the new GTA 5 update 1.19. Do you think the heists are coming this month?
I would hope so. I mean, we've been waiting since September of 2013. That was promised to us when the game was released. So you would hope that that's finally coming, bro. I mean, it's a new platform. It's a new console. They can do so many more things now. So you would hope that finally they'll be here.
Well, the PC version is coming out in January. So you would think that they would at least try to get it out for the consoles before the PC version came out.
Yeah, you would hope, of course. I mean, come on, bro. Like I said, we've been waiting patiently for that since this game was released, along with some other things that I would like to see. So hopefully that's one of them.
Rockstar said, "We know you're all excited for more updates to come, and we've got some really exciting stuff in the works to continue adding to, expanding and evolving the world of Grand Theft Auto Online." Most people thought the update was going to come out on December 2nd because, was that yesterday? So that was their usual Tuesday deadline, but nothing came of it. So maybe next Tuesday.
I'm thinking more maybe closer to Christmas to get people more excited that might be on the fence about buying the game. Maybe they'll create like a buzz about word of mouth about the new things that they got going with this next update or whatever, so that will kind of maybe increase sales toward Christmas. I don't know. That's just my, what I'm thinking is.
So moving on to another news item here. This is a little bit of a weird one. The creators of GTA 5, so Rockstar was sued by Lindsay Lohan. She claimed that Grand Theft Auto 5 was a character that was similar to her in image, clothing, likeness, ensemble, and more. For her case, she pointed out that the game had a blonde woman that resembled her, and that there was a mission in the game where the player had to run from the paparazzi with an actress named Lacey Jonas. The players of the game encounter Lacey hiding from the media at downtown Vinewood. She asks the players for a ride and then admits rants about the difficulties of fame and being anorexic. Lohan claimed that the publishing companies based Lindsay's looks, voice, image, and outfits from Lacey's. The actress also said that Lacey's Chateau Marmont hotel in the game is similar to where she herself once lived. I played single player so long ago that I can't even remember this person, so I don't even know if that's the case or not. But I don't know. It seems kind of likely.
Yeah, the character you described actually sounded like somebody that was in Grand Theft Auto 4 in the Bala de Tony, where there was an actress that was at the club, and she had to leave, but she was like all drunk and shit. But I don't know if Lindsay really has any case as far as the Grand Theft Auto 5 character goes, because she said that I guess you could say the poster model for Grand Theft Auto 5, the blonde girl with the phone taking a selfie, she claimed that was her, but it looked more like a photo. Who was it? Kate Upton took, in a swimsuit, and and just both of them back and forth saying that, oh, the likeness was taken from me. You don't have the rights. And it was just a big back and forth thing. And then there was the other character in Grand Theft Auto 5. I think her name was Poppy or something, and she had this whole thing where she was trying to get a sex tape back from the paparazzi. The paparazzi in Franklin, like it was a mission where they had to record her having sex with another celebrity, or I guess you could say like B-list celebrity. And she was just going all crazy on. You look like she was on drugs, chasing after you in the car. And then there was another one as well, same character, and she like runs into a tree, and you have to photograph her, getting caught by the cops and being all drunk. Maybe that's another thing that they were trying to say. Oh, this is like Lindsay's likeness.
Yeah.
But she really has no case. It's a video game. I'm pretty sure they always, like, at the end of every movie they tell you any character is not based on anybody. It's all fiction. So it's whatever.
Yeah, but couldn't that be used just kind of like a blanket statement to cover their ass, though?
Exactly. I believe that.
And
if you take a look at the photo of Kate Upton, and you look at the picture of the girl taking a selfie, it looks identical, except she's not throwing up a peace sign, and she doesn't have it doesn't look like she has a phone in her hand, but then again, she is taking the photo herself, so all you really get is like her chest and her face, and it looks kind of like the Grand Theft Auto 5 bikini girl, but who's to really say who did what when they drew the girl in the first place, right?
Yeah. So, Alpha, you've been playing on GTA 5 on the PS4 for a bit now.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's worth the money?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The gameplay is phenomenal. The differences from PS3 to PS4 as far as graphics are astounding. I would like to have seen more wildlife added to the online play, but overall, I am very satisfied, and I would definitely recommend it.
Now, I don't remember, but was there in wildlife in online on Red Dead Redemption?
I can't remember.
Yeah, actually, there was. Of course, everybody's the average smartass would say, yeah, the horses, but
Yeah.
but no, there was actually points in the game where there was like hunting areas where you can go after bears, cougars, wolves, and it's a couple coyotes here and there. But as far as that goes, I think it was just it might have just been the hunting areas. I'm not sure exactly if it was all areas, even if you weren't trying to do a little challenge. I think it was mostly the hunting areas, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, because I think I remember there was buffalo on the plains area. Those were always there in online.
Oh, yeah, that was on story mode, but as far as, just buffalo showing up online, I don't think that happened. You could ride a buffalo as a mount once you reached, I think it was like 3rd or 4th prestige. You got a buffalo and then an albino buffalo. But other than that, I really didn't see any online.
Well, there's some articles are saying that the PlayStation 4 graphics are actually better in-game than the Xbox One. Some reports have attempted to suggest there are major differences in draw distance, and that the PS4 version provides much more detail towards the outer edges of the viewable environment. So I guess that's pretty much another way of saying draw distances. I know we're all PS4 guys, so that's different, but I don't know why they would do that, though.
Are you getting PS4, bro? I mean, the GTA 5 for PS4?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
I've seen the there's screenshots and stuff of the differences between the Xbox One version and the PS4 version, where mostly though it's a lot of the plants and stuff aren't there.
It's interesting.
which on the PS4 version, right, there's a lot more plants and stuff than there is even in the PS3 version. I've seen those screenshots, and it looks pretty amazing.
Oh, wow. All right, well, that was awesome. Like I said, I would definitely recommend it. Definitely.
Yeah, Xbox was always a little bit, taken back when it came to graphics, even with anything. If you look back at the Tomb Raider game when they re-released it for the next gen consoles, you could see there was a big difference in the PlayStation 4 compared to the Xbox One. So I don't know. It might just be the way they do their graphics when they make video games on those certain systems, but it always felt like PlayStation always had better graphics when it came to the other competitors' graphics.
But would that like affect your decision on buying one or the other, though?
Well, being a PlayStation gamer since PlayStation 1, I've always sided with Sony. But if it really came down to it, if I was an Xbox gamer, I would probably just go with Xbox games because that's what I am. I just grew up with it. If I had been part of the generation when Xbox first showed up, I probably would have been an Xbox player as well. But it's just the luck of the draw, I guess, in my situation. But then again, there are gamers who pick up both consoles and they're like, oh, I like this one better.
I think people are very loyal to the system that they started out playing. Like Erica just said, I was the same way. I picked up PS1 first, and so from that point on, I was all about PlayStation. PS1, PS2, PS3, and now PS4. And I never thought once about switching over to Xbox. I think that most people are just loyal to the system they start out with. And I think it works that way.
Well, I had an Xbox, but then I bought the PlayStation for the Blu-ray player. And so that was because wasn't the other Xbox that HD, whatever their own thing was that wasn't Blu-ray, that kind of bombed?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It was like that Betamax or whatever, Betamax versus VHS tapes.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. Like, okay, my kids, they had an Xbox, still have it. It's a 360, but every time you see them on, they're always on their PS3, so they prefer that over the Xbox.
There was another thing that I thought that we might be able to bring up to help some people out. We were trying to get our emblems figured out, and Alpha Dog, you were actually the one who brought it up. For months now, you haven't been able to upload custom emblems for your crews, which seemed kind of stupid because their emblem creator, Rockstar, really sucks. I don't know what they expect you to do with that, but
no one does. I guess
they shut it down because people were uploading dick pictures and shit like that.
That's what it was. It was everybody was
a lot
uploading
of lesbian action.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I mean you had porn everywhere, so yeah, that killed that.
Yeah, I think that's sexist, but that's just me. So there, you came up. You how did you find that cloud service?
It's actually a funny story.
Without giving away all the juicy details, of course.
A friend of a friend mentioned to me about uploading a patch to their Rockstar Social Club crew page. He gave me the information, gave me the site, checked it out, entered my credit card information. It's credit card or PayPal. It's basically a cloud server where you upload your emblem to the cloud server, and through the cloud server, you can then upload it directly to Social Club. And it's awesome. It worked for us, and it's worked for a few other crews that I've noticed.
But it doesn't upload the emblem to the emblem gallery. it somehow just uploads it to the main emblem spot, which kind of seems weird to me. Like, I don't know how it all works. That's a little smarter than I am, but
yeah, it's weird. It's like I said, it's a cloud server, so it's not like it's actually there, like a hard line kind of thing. It's just like, kind of in the atmosphere, and it goes directly to, your crew page.
well, and the thing is too is that to have this happen, you need to open up your open invites on your crew, right? So
Yeah.
pretty much you could upload a new emblem to any crew that has their settings set to open crew.
And that's where that skull and crossbones and the word dead kept showing up. Because whoever had an open invite crew, whoever this person was just uploading that dead patch to their crew. And that's what that was about. We all thought that somebody was hacking emblems and all that. No, that's all they were doing. They were doing the exact same thing. If you had an open invite crew, all you had to do was upload it to the very site that we used to that crew. So that was it.
Well, I figure we'll just give the website out, since it is kind of a useful thing. So that's just www.z-cld.com, if I'm correct on that.
You might as well spell it out for all those knuckleheads that don't know.
And like you said, pretty much all you do is you put in your PayPal information or your credit card, and they'll give you credits. And every time that you upload a patch, which needs to be in PNG format, so the transparency is there. So every time you upload a patch, it takes one of your credits away. And I think it was about what, $1 per patch upload?
Yeah, it was 5 upload credits for $4.99. So that's like 99 cents or $1 for each one.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, that was actually awesome. I used it a few times, and when I was trying to do hours, I actually screwed up and wasted a couple of them. So I wish I had those back now, because there are a few crews that I would like to change their. So,
can you buy more of it, or is it just a one-time only 5 uploads for this price?
No, you can buy as many as you want. I think you can even buy up to 30, 35, or it's unlimited for $35. So you have unlimited credit.
That sounds like a better deal, especially in your case when you're still trying to learn how to use it,
Well, $35 is a lot to just chunk down for some crew emblems. And it's like, hey, once you get the hang of it after the first few 3, it's like, oh my God, I got unlimited now, and I don't know what to do with them. So yeah.
Well, it's not only that. It's that, the website doesn't look that legit. You know what I mean? So like with stuff like that, when somebody's like, oh, I can do this for you if you pay me money, I'm always kind of like, nah, I don't know if I want to spend $35 on something I know doesn't work, or something that I don't know does work, if that makes more sense.
It looks a little shady. It does. From the outset, it looks a little shady. And, the average person would see that and go, oh, no, I don't trust that. But I'm glad I did. I used a card that I really, didn't care that much about. It's like, okay, if something happens, I can afford, whatever. So it was basically like an experiment for me, and actually worked, and I was, very pleased with it. And like I said, we got our new crew emblem and everything, so it definitely worked.
The good thing is that originally when you had said that, I thought that you were going to have to enter in your personal, social club password and everything so they could actually go into your account and upload an emblem, which I was like, that sucks. But this way is super easy. It's no risk involved. So
actually what I did, they do require you to have a social club username and ID. So I just used a dummy, one that I really don't even use, and I use that. But they do require you to put in your social club ID and password. But I mean, I've seen nothing, no kind of activity on that other dummy account, so I think it's cool either way.
Are you sure? Because I think they only ask for your social club username. They don't ask for your social club password.
Well, I had to sign in, so maybe I don't know. Honestly, I've forgotten. I did it that one day, and I haven't been back since. So you've been back more than I have, I believe. So if you say they don't ask for your password, then that must be the way it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm 85% sure, but I could be wrong.
When I still go back to the site, I'm still logged in as that dummy account.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Rockstar just released some statistics saying that there is almost 35 million people playing GTA Online. Do you think that's realistic?
35 million?
Well,
35 million people. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it almost sounds like the whole United States, but then again, I doubt we all have video game consoles in our homes.
Is that weekly or daily or what? What is that?
It says October 1st, 2013 to the 31st, 2014. So about a year.
I'm guessing they're probably just counting all their social club accounts that are in the game and that have Grand Theft Auto 5, logged on to their social clubs. And maybe, even the ones that have like level 5 that they just created like an account for no reason, they're probably just counting all that.
Yeah, if they do it that way, yes, I believe that. That is definitely true. Over a year, I would definitely say that's a very plausible number.
Because you always seem to run into the same people in the lobbies you go into.
For sure.
What are some things that like could be put into GTA 5 that would make it more playable, like longer lasting? I know a lot of people are getting bored. There's no more jobs coming out and stuff like that. At least in, like, let's say Red Dead Redemption, you could play poker and stuff like that. Even though Red Dead Redemption, that came out towards the end of its life, so you'd go into the poker rooms and there was, like, nobody there. But the ability to do that kind of stuff would be pretty awesome.
Okay,
Yeah,
what I would like to see...
Go ahead.
All right, what I would like to see is the casino open up, number one. There's such potential for this game. I mean, the possibilities are basically endless for what they can do with this game on this next-gen console. I mean, it's unbelievable. I would like to see the casino open up. I would like to see changes with our character. Facial hair, body changes, weight gain, things like that. I mean, even in San Andreas, you could go to the gym and work out CJ and get him all buff and then, take him to Burger Shot and eat a whole bunch of crap and he will get fat again. So, I mean, I would like to see the ability to do things like that. Of course, heists would be great. It can be an ever evolving world where there's always something new happening or something new to do. Like I said, the possibilities are endless, honestly.
What about you, Haircut?
As far as everything going, I would say on a personal note, the biggest thing I want to see is leather cuts. Other than that, that's always, so I guess you could say, if I was to write this on a chalkboard, just besides the other cuts, I would say a lot more options in clothing. I mean, we have like all these different hats, but then when you look at the baseball caps, it's like one or two of them are actually wearable, and the rest are just like, why are these even here? And as far as, like you're saying about the casino and gambling, I could totally see that happening because we already have, what is it, darts and arm wrestling in the game, and you just go up to a drum barrel and you can start arm wrestling somebody. So, as far as playing liar's dice and poker like you did in Red Dead Redemption, I could totally see them bringing that to this game. It's very possible, but that's another thing. I feel like they don't bring it to this game because they still want people to buy their other video games that they've created. And there's been a lot of, I don't know, I guess you could say, people talking in the grapevine about Red Dead Redemption coming back to next gen, or maybe even a third Red Dead video game. So, the possibilities are endless, but it all depends on what Rockstar decides to do with it. And as far as I guess you could say, the future of Grand Theft Auto 5, I would like to see, in next gen, them bringing, Vice City back and being able to go to the airport in Vice City and transfer your online character from San Andreas, Los Santos to Vice City, and just keep continuing with the same level and everything, but just be in a different location altogether. That would be something awesome to see come to Grand Theft Auto Online.
So different maps.
Yeah, pretty much different maps. As long as it's all next gen and everything's all compatible with each other, that would be great.
So it's pretty much doing the same thing that it already has. What's that other map in GTA 5? You used to be able to glitch into it.
North Yankton.
Yeah, North Yankton.
Yeah.
So it pretty much worked the exact same way as the North Yankton one did. Although you can't go there in online, so...
Yeah. Not anymore, anyways.
Well, and the way that you could go in there online before wasn't exactly easy to do, so...
See, that's what I mean. Like, okay, GTA 5, it is Rockstar's biggest monumental video game ever created. I mean, historically, it's made the most money than any other video game has ever. So it would seem that they would want to put any and all attention into this game. I mean, okay, you have their other titles or whatever, but this is your baby here. This is your flagship. Now that it's on the next gen, continue to evolve and continue to grow it. Like I said, there's so many more things that you can add to the game. I mean, there would be no reason for a GTA 6 basically. GTA 5 could just continually, it would just be one world to just continue to evolve for years. I mean, that's what I would like to see.
Well, I think that's the whole idea, because what is a console's life? I think the last one was 7 years, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So, I mean, that's a lot of time to keep on just adding things, especially when you're at the beginning of a console's life. So, the only thing that I'm wondering is what you said about the casino. How does that work with the shark cards? Because you're paying money to get money in game, and then you're gambling with the money, right? If you go to the casino.
I guess you would use the shark cards to gamble. That would be the money that you would use to gamble, and then whatever you won would go to your account, just like any other casino.
But the only difference between that and online gaming is you can't withdraw the money. So that's what makes it legal and not legal?
As far as legalities, I mean, that, I don't know. I mean, everything they do in that game is, basically illegal. So, like I said, I would just imagine that you would use your shark card to, gamble with, and whatever you won wouldn't go back to your shark card. It would go to your GTA Online account to use, to be spent, in the GTA Online world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what you had said before was GTA was, arguably the best game that they've come out with. I'd have to say, honestly, Red Dead Redemption, as far as story mode, way better than GTA 5. I'm just talking about the story mode, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the online was good, but GTA 5's online is, way more expansive. But I don't think you can get much better than that Red Dead Redemption storyline.
Yeah, that storyline was awesome. Honestly, I will give it to you on that one. The storyline was awesome. They had real potential when they created that storyline, and that was a great game. But GTA 5, I mean, there's just something about it, bro. I mean, it's just there. It's got everything. It's got everything.
So do you think they're actually going to ever put out a motorcycle DLC?
A bike DLC, honestly, if you honestly ask my opinion on this one, I believe a biker DLC would be the first one that we would actually have to pay for, because they've heard us constantly asking for it for the past. Dude, we've been in San Francisco for over a year, and I know that they've heard the cries for at least that long. So that they know that we want it. Like the NPC characters in GTA 5, the lost characters, they all have cuts. So you can't say it can't be done or whatever. I believe it's basic supply and demand. Really, they know how much we want it. They're gonna make us pay for it. I believe that would be the first DLC that they will actually charge for.
Well,
that's what I think.
And so pretty much just like on GTA 4, Lost and the Damned, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it sucks, but dude, they're in it to make money. And if they think they have something that we're willing to pay for, why not charge us for it?
But if they've already done the Lost and the Damned DLC, right? Why put out another pay Lost and the Damned DLC? It'll pretty much be the exact same thing, right? I mean, you're gonna get the exact same clothes and stuff.
But this is GTA 5. It goes back to my point that this is GTA 5. I mean, this is their flagship. The other games, come on, bro. I mean, you can't even compare them to GTA 5. So I know what they did on Lost and Damned, but this is a totally different animal here. So,
well, to wrap it up, I'll just ask another question. Haircut, you've already kind of gone into this one. With a biker DLC, which I know we all want, you said you wanted cuts. Haircut, is there anything else you'd like in a biker DLC?
Well, as far as like the typical biker look, pants with, wallet chains sticking out, maybe some nicer boots. Let's bring back the old school sawed-off shotgun, the double barrel. What else? As far as melee weapons go, we'll go back to San Andreas and bring us back the brass knuckles. There's so much they could bring back if they ever had a biker DLC. I would like to see a vehicle more like a Harley Davidson Fat Boy, something almost like the Sovereign, but able to change colors of the vehicle. Just get us all kinds of different looks for motorcycles. I mean, I know they gave us a few new ones, but it reminded me more of like a reality television show that I once saw, like the Innovation. What's it called?
Yeah, the Innovation. Yep.
The Innovation. It just reminded me of something like they're like, oh, this is kind of popular. Let's do this design. It just kind of like they just it was like a cut and dry little bike they decided to make, and like, whatever, close enough. Let's give it to them.
And they gave us no customization options for that one either. That was terrible. I
would like to see better bike helmets, like motorcycle helmets. Ones that don't cover the ears. Just maybe over the top of the head. Add another one that has a spike on it or something. Just give us different variety. The best helmet they have is a bulletproof helmet, and every time I look at it, I feel like I'm some guy in the SWAT team, and when you're a biker, you're supposed to be an outlaw, not a guy who's trying to serve justice or keep the peace. But other than that, I see what do you call it? NPCs, non-playable characters on baggers that have better helmets than we do, and I just want to see Rockstar, that's what we want, for once, which would be a nice change. But like Alpha said, supply and demand, chances are that we will have to pay for it. And we could have another motorcycle DLC like the Lost and Damned, but they might focus on a different biker gang, seeing how it seems like the Lost MC was kind of just over and done with in Grand Theft Auto 5, even though there's few NPC members just still lingering here and there. But you never know. Rockstar, they're always out to milk the cow for as long as they can before it goes dry.
Right.
Well, and you can't even change the tires on the Innovation, which seems ridiculous because people hacked tires onto it, so it is possible.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that. I've seen guys, mod whatever, change the tires, change the color, and all of that. I would like to see more customization options available for bikes. That would be terrific. Terrific.
Perfect. Okay, so this was the first podcast, and went pretty decently. Couple rough patches, and but overall wasn't too bad. So thank you guys for coming on.
No problem.
And we'll do this again sometime.
You got it.
See you.
A show.